I said a loop-de-loop and pole, and your tier list looking good. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm Limitsbreak, and thank you for the absolute surge in new subscribers. And today we're going to do a Sir Gene Sparks tier list. But before that, the winner from the Costco 151 promo bundle giveaway is... Congratulations, sir. Make sure you either contact me through email or Discord, but make sure you bring your receipts, okay? Once again, congratulations. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, the first one that we have up is Larvesta. This card, to me, this card is an immediate okay. I'm not particularly attached to this Pokemon or this artwork. And these, keep in mind, these are going to be a little out of order from the actual set. Next up, we have this gentleman right here. He's kind of got that, Go-Go Inspector Gadget fit going on. It's cool. It's actually a cool card. This is just the regular full art version too. I don't dislike it. Next, we have the Durant Secret Illustrator Rare, or Special Illustration Rare, sorry. I know, I'm always saying secret over special, so... Special Illustration Rare Durant. Now, I know some people might be really taken by this card, and I'm not. So let me tell you why. I see that you can connect them side by side, and you can create a trail of ants. But I just spent the whole entire summer fighting off trails of ants. So, like, cool, but fuck you. That's the best way for me to put it. Cool. It's just cool. And then we come back to this gentleman again for his Special Illustration Rare. Obviously, this is overall an improvement over the original card. Sometimes they're not that much of an improvement, but I do like this one. So this will be our first nice card.
Nice.
So next up we have the Slack Off. And I appreciate what this card is portraying, very in character for this Pokemon. However, it's very simple, very, very simple. And in this particular case, it doesn't wow me. So it's okay. It's not bad. Then next we have this Stunfisk, and I feel like if I take the wrong step, I'm gonna get Steve Irwin. So I'm not really sure how I feel about this card. Conceptually, you have the footsteps there, so it is kind of cool. It is kind of cool. So I like it. I throw it into cool. It's like bottom cool, just above okay, So this next one is the Hydreigon Special Illustration Rare, and yeah, I know that a lot of people are gonna be all over the Pikachu and some other cards, but to me, just like this grainy, textured artwork. You could say what you want about the Fruity Pebble stuff and the crystals, but overall, like, this card just is, it's pretty badass. It's pretty badass, and I would say that this is our first peak card for sure. So our next card is the Jasmine Special Illustration Rare, and this card is, it's kind of interesting. She definitely looks like she might have been spending a little too much time at Subway, with Jared, blink twice if you're in danger, but the artist definitely knew what he was doing here. For me, it's not really a peak card personally, but I do think it is a really nice card, so I have no problem putting it into the nice tier if I can find it.
Nice.
It's lost in the abyss here. Okay, there it is. Our next card is Execute, and this is a Pokemon that I have never really understood since its inception. They're eggs, but they're also seeds, and they grow into a palm tree. I'm a little confused. But overall, pretty dope. Looks like they just, had fun, playing some sports. They were rollerblading and skating and hitting each other with, tennis rackets. And, I don't know what the hell's going on in this card, but it's cool. It's cool for me. I like it. And now the Vivillon, or Vivillon, I'm not sure how everybody else pronounces it. I could be saying it wrong. This is giving me like Discovery Channel vibes, here's a close-up in its natural habitat. That's what I'm getting from this card, and I do like it. I do think it's cool. Another one for the books in cool. Now Shiinotic, I guess if you're like into, you know, shrooms or something, maybe this is cool. You know, maybe you pop one, start tripping out on it. I don't know. I do like the eeriness of the card, but to me, it's okay. You know, it's okay. Now, next up is kind of a sleeper card in my opinion, which is the cast form. This cast form is beautiful. You have all these cast form variants, and you're getting like this world map view. And now as an RPG player, I really like that kind of stuff, you know, being able to see the whole, you know, top side of the world. So I really appreciate this card. I think it is a easy, nice. Now our next card, Cerulege, it's really nice. It's really nice. Definitely like Cerulege more than Armor Rouge. I'm sure there probably a lot of people will agree. Maybe it's 50-50. I don't know. But really dope card. And I just like the art style. That's really all that I can say about it, because there isn't anything too crazy going on. It just has a nice style. So it earns a cool spot for me. Now, next up is Feebas, and I may have already mentioned this before, but I do find like that ocean floor view very beautiful. There's something about it that I find enticing. I don't know what it is. It's almost like a call to your natural instincts, you know? You're like, I'm gonna do a Kanye and I'm gonna be a gay fish and dive in the water. Not really, but I do think that it's a pretty cool card. It looks like we're gonna have a lot of cool cards this time around, which I don't think is necessarily a bad thing. Now, Spiel is this card. This Spiel card is just adorable. Okay, look, I don't say, you know, key phrases like cute or adorable too often, but Spiel, you know, I just want to snuggle. It kind of reminds me of Apollo, you know, nice and plump. I think it's a really nice card. Spiel's getting a pass for me. Now, Bruxish or Bruxish, however you pronounce the name, is a Pokemon that you wouldn't even see in the fiery depths of hell in Finding Nemo. The card, I appreciate that they do, you know, other Pokemon besides the same ones all the time. I appreciate it. I appreciate the view, I appreciate the ocean, but the Pokemon itself is just like, okay, what the hell is this thing? It's okay to me. That's it. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Sea Titan, this is a Pokemon that I could really care even less about if I wanted to, but I already don't care quite a bit, and I think I'll just leave it at that. The card is okay. You could throw some Whalmers in there. It's not gonna save it. I don't particularly find this card that interesting, and I would say this is probably one of the only arts that is actually going to be meh to me, at least that I can think of at the moment. So the Latios is just an illustration rare for some reason, while the Latias is a special illustration rare, but I'm going to rank both of those simultaneously because if you combine them together, they do make somewhat of a better picture. I do find the Latias to be better because it's a little bit more zoomed in. The Latios, you know, I appreciate the art, but I do like the Latios more. So I would say Latios is going into... This is kind of a tough one, not gonna lie. I'm gonna put the Latios in nice, and I'm going to put the Latias in peak. It is a top tier card. I thought about putting them both in nice. I thought about cool nice. Nice peak is probably where they have to be because there are other cards that I think that would also go into peak, but I don't necessarily think they're better than Latias. It's a mixed bag. So next up we have Mesprit. Mesprit is desperate for the bag, but you're going to be denied. It's a cool card. It's like bottom cool for me. It might even go into okay. It could go into either or. I'm not particularly fond of it. Now the Phanpy is a really, really nice card. You have like this kind of like herding / migrating session going on, and then you have your child. You know, you're just one of the Dom fans minding your business, trying to move along quietly, and you know, this little Phanpy fucker's just bouncing around, having a good time, enjoying their youth. I like the card. That's what I take from it. It is going into nice. Now this possibly might be my favorite card from the set, regardless of value. The Vibrava, to me, I've always loved Flygon, and I have a thing about Vibrava because dragons take forever to level up, so you kind of just were stuck with Vibrava for a very, very long time. And this artwork, I don't know, it's just beautiful. It really, really speaks to me, and I have a liking for the Pokemon. So for me, I could put this in peak, but then I'd probably get some complaints that this card makes it into peak, but this card doesn't. So I'm gonna just go ahead and put Vibrava into nice. But this card is probably peak to me. So the Clobbopus is like I'm not even sure how to take this card personally, but it kind of reminds me of like a RTS, except for all of your units are Clobbopuses, and they're gathering wood, and they're gathering food, and they're fishing, and they're getting resources for you to build with. That's what it kind of reminds me of. I'm not really sure exactly what they were going for here. I don't know. This card to me is it's okay. Now, Doug Trio, a Lowland Doug Trio, sorry for the disrespect. This dude's wavy. I wouldn't be surprised if he sprouted feet and he started surfing. This card looks so freaking dumb. So dumb that I like it. Okay? I think that it is a cool card. I kind of forgot about this card, this Skarmory. The Skarmory is, first of all, you have these Volkswagen buses, essentially. You know, minus the VW sign so they don't get sued. But you have these buses, and you have this very retro, you know, style for the Skarmory, and it almost looks like the bus. It looks like it could be your like antenna or something. I don't know. It's just, I don't have the right words to describe it, but I love this card. It is another
nice
card. Flapple just reinforces my fear for eating apples, and you know, I don't know. Flapple's not bad. It's okay. Appleton to me is just kind of a downgrade. I don't find it particularly interesting, even though the artwork is cool. So for me, it's just meh. Kecleon. Kecleon is a Pokemon that I'm glad it got an artwork, because I don't know if Kecleon has gotten any love in a very, very long time, and I respect the hell out of this artwork and just the design in general. How many Kecleons are in this image? How many can you find? They're blending in all over the place. It's a dope card. 100% going into the cool section for me. Now, one of the Pokemon that I've had the most trouble at pronouncing their name historically on this channel is Braviary. I think I said that right, maybe. I do like the art style. Pokemon's kind of whatever, but it's cool. I'll give it a pass. It's cool. Now we have Serrano, and I guess he's like Monopoly Man, probably from one of the DLCs from Scarlet and Violet. Obviously I haven't played it. Most of the full arts like this are going to be kind of meh to me. Drasna, same thing, even with like the prehistoric fit on. I don't dislike it, but I mean, compared to like the Pokemon and stuff and the other special illustration rares, it's just, in the grand scheme of things, it's just kind of meh. Of course, Drayton, a little bit more relatable, kind of a cooler picture. I like the mountains in the background, but with all due respect, you know, it's like at the best, it's okay at the best. And this is why I tend to lean away from the full arts a little bit, because they're just very stationary, very simple, not particularly interesting cards until you get to the art rares and the special versions. So like even with Jasmine's Gaze, obviously we had her special illustration rare in nice, but for this it's like meh, you know? Meh, okay. Honestly, it doesn't really matter where I put it, to be fair. This is probably the only one where I'm like, this version and the special illustration rare version, you could make a case for both of them. They're both pretty nice. Very glamorous, got the stage and all the lights in the background. It is amongst full arts, it's actually one of the full arts that are like, it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. So I will give it a cool pass, because it's about peak full art that you can get. Now, remember when I said that the Doug Trio was about to sprout legs and go surfing? it did, and it evolved, and it created a new form, and it is this card. It's called Surfer. So this except for, I guess he dyed his hair technically, but yeah, I mean, it's okay. It's fine. I mean, meh. Now, if he had a special illustration rare where he was like legitimately like surfing a wave with like a bunch of Pokemon, that would have been dope. That would have been dope. Missed opportunity. Melodic EX special illustration rare. Beautiful card. Beautiful. Easily going into nice.
Nice.
It's not necessarily peak for me, but it is amongst the better of the special illustrations in my opinion. And of course, we wouldn't be talking about Surging Sparks at all if it wasn't for the Pikachu. Pikachu, you know, dropping some energy nuggets on us from behind here. I respect it. Very, very brave of you, Pikachu. It's definitely a peak card. You might not like the Fruity Pebbles like Hydreigon, but it could have been better. I will agree with most of you that it probably could have been better, but I still think it's pretty damn good. I do like it. So Archaludon, it kind of falls short in comparison to its special illustration rare counterparts. I will let it slide into the bottom of nice, but if there was a tier between nice and cool, that's probably where it would go.
Nice.
Now next up we have the Alolan Executor, and I gotta say, all things considered, I find this card to be very, very nice. It's like, you know, Christmas in summer. That's what it reminds me of. Christmas in summer. That's the best way for me to put it. I think it's a beautiful card, and I think it is in the peak of cards here. Now, Drayton, special illustration rare, definitely much more relatable. Guys stocking up on snacks. And, you know, he was in the okay as a regular card. In this one, I think it definitely deserves to be a nice.
Nice.
I think is amongst the nicer special illustration rare full art trainers that they have created. Look, for this next card, Lizia's Appeal, the Pop Star, Altaria, the final card that we are ranking here on the tier list, I'm going to go ahead and throw the Waifu Lovers a bone, and I'm going to put it in peak. Okay, it's not necessarily a peak card for me. I do think it is really nice. It's in the mix for sure, but I'm going to throw you guys a bone. I'm going to throw you a bone and put it in peak. Okay, don't say I never did anything for you. And that's it. That's all I got. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the tier list. Let me know down below if you agree or you disagree. Whatever. I don't really care what you say. Just talk to me. Please, bro. Just talk to me. And also the watch hours. The watch hours are super important. We have gained a lot of watch hours over the last week or so. If we keep going strong, I will actually make it into the partnership program. So thank you guys so much, and I appreciate it all. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you guys again soon. Peace.